Do you guys do you guys know how liberating it's been to not like be worrying about BCB? I it's like there's just been this huge weight that's been lifted off my shoulders, and it's been nice to genuinely be interested in like different kinds of content that I can make again. Um there will be more set in the near future. I do have a few more BCB videos that still need to go up. Uh, I think there's like there's technically more like in the archive, that could go up. Um, but the time of BCB is going to be coming to an end very soon. I have reached a point, or I already reached a point where thinking and talking about the comic is so frustrating that like all I do when I talk about it now is rant about how much it doesn't make sense and how much it sucks. And I'm tired of doing that. It's not fun to be angry. Some people like to be angry. I don't. I don't like to be angry. I don't like to be upset. I don't like to talk about stuff I don't like. I want to be inspired. And stuff I don't like doesn't inspire me. And there's different kinds of inspiration. Like BCB did inspire some things, but not for the right reasons. It inspired me to try to write a better story than BCB. And I think a lot of people have said that I have. Uh, but I took one look. It was gonna be a Donde Lucy blog stream today, but I took one look at it and I was like, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like, I genuinely could not give a fuck less about Bittersweet Candy Bowl anymore. Just a complete look. If you're watching this stream and you've never read HousePets or like Ventura City Drifters or Sabrina Online, things like that, I promise you there are better webcomics than BCB out there. Like, much better. Not even by, oh, it's a little bit better. No, just like much better. More interesting, better characters, better storylines, that wrap up and have arcs and character arcs and things that make sense. There's a lot that I could say is like a send off to BCB, but I just don't give enough of a fuck to really do that. So yeah, let's get started reading this because I do actually have to go through this, because of video reasons. Oh, that is the wrong thing. Let's why is it not? Huh? It's being weird. It's doing the thing where it doesn't do the thing. Let's see. There we go. There we are. So basically the idea, we are going to read through this. There's no high stakes here, but the idea is that I want to get to the meat and potatoes of the world building behind HousePets, because if you've never read this comic before, spoilers abound. This comic is very disarming because I recently started rereading HousePets. Was told a breath of fresh air. I missed those goofballs. Yeah, it's really good. There are things that I'm a little about. Like, once you start getting into the goop of HousePets, you kind of do miss the simple adventures of Peanut and Grape, and you kind of just wish it was that again. But Rick does a good job at building up the other characters and other concepts. He does a good enough job at that where you kind of forget that you're missing Grape and Peanut. I really wish they were there for the climax of the comic. They're kind of just like off screen, They're in heaven. No, they're not dead. It's a whole thing. But the fact that the main characters that were there from the outset aren't there for like the climax, I don't know. It's a little bit like, I kind of get why they're not there, but they're the main characters of the comic. But of course, the other characters are fleshed out enough to be able to hold their own. So while that stuff's happening, you aren't really thinking, why aren't Peanut and Grape here? Because everything else is so well fleshed out. And the crazy part about this is that this comic does it in less time than BCB did. This comic started in 2008, and I think it last updated in like 2021. Let's see. Spoilers for HousePets. Yeah, I'm not sure when this page came out. 2023. He says it'll return, and I'm looking forward to it. But I want to figure out the timeline of events here, because it's kind of scattered all over the place. And the best way to do that is to go back and reread all 14 books of this webcomic. And this is also something that... Sorry, my hair is super luscious. It's in my face. The other thing, too, is that this is something I'd really want to own the physical books for. He has an omnibus, and I kind of want the omnibus. I want all the books. You know, I want them all. All right, let's take a look. Forgive my terrible... Actually, let's see if get Amazil in on this shit. Amazil likes to read good stuff. Let's see. All right. Oh, let me put some background music on so it's not like awkward silence. Very bad at sound mixing. Okay. You turn this up, turn it up, let's get turned. There we go. Sorry, I am gonna read this chat. I'm trying to get everything back. Okay. Sorry. It's been a while. Grape! The Wii remote is out of batteries. Mom and Dad are out of the house and I'm bored. I have a great game you can play. It's called Let the Cat Finish a Nap for Once. Please, Grape? Alright, stop looking so pitiful. Set course for high adventure. I'll get out the paper bags with silly hats drawn on them. I am the weather wizard, ruler of the land. This land. Hail to the reigning king. Gonna say this now, even though the joke is likely books away, but on a reread, I got a joke regarding Grape and Peanut's family I missed first time because I didn't know a certain game series. Is it the sandwich thing? Is it the fact that their name is Peanut Butter and Grape Jelly Sandwich? Who... The freaking... human beings with the last name of Sandwich, right? It also makes you think how much of this was set up. Like, how much of this was planned out versus, like, is Rick really just that good at writing? Let's try this again. I am the weather wizard, ruler of this land. Sire, the peasants are revolting. See, the way you cure the plague is by rubbing a dead pig all over your body. No, you have to wash your hands in water soaked with dead pig. What shall we do, sire? Let there be rain. And then they throw a bucket of water into a ceiling fan. That's the other thing, too. Like, Grape is a little bit more serious than Peanut. But Grape is also still a very silly Billy. It's a little bit strange, the characterization of the characters, because they're treated as kids. And sometimes they act as kids. But as the comic goes on, they get a little bit more serious and grown up. And maybe that was the point. Weather Wizard, you have turned our fields into mud pits. Now we're actually revolting. Oh shit, now we're actually revolting. Oh, please. You were all going to die of the plague anyway. Best to just start over. Best just to start over. I don't think you understand. In order to oust you, we have hired ninjas. Ah, you have underestimated me, for I also have ninjas. Ya hoo ha wata. Huh. They both impaled themselves on their own swords. That's what you get for shopping at Discount Barn Ninja Barn. Wanna get lunch? Look, all I'm saying is that you should give the newly emerging demographic of plague zombies a chance. Hold on a second. Delegations? This is getting dull. You're right, we need to spice this up. Delegations with pirates? You know we can't keep spicing it up with stock references. You're right, we need something new and original. Something unique and entirely our own. We are the mashed potato men from Mars and we are here to conquer. Maybe too original. The overweight cannibal people of Lipidia make their move in rafts crafted of pure lard. The ocean people of Mermedia have solved the problem of moving on dry land, and they are here to conquer these uncivilized lands. But wait, the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater sure looks good to me. A robot reincarnation of Tokugawa Ieyasu flies in on his ship made of fire, wielding a dark scepter of unlife and shadow. The earth cracks open and lava spills forth. Arguna the Forsaken has been reborn, and he seeks vengeance on all the peoples of the world. 1,000 years of darkness, fire raining from the sky, floods, hurricanes, explosion. Okay, this battle will determine the fate of the universe. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go! Slam. Hey, we're back. Oh, Peanut, I got you batteries for your Nintendo like you asked. Here you go. Huh. Well, I guess I'll get back to Mario Kart. Yep. Hooked up water all over the living room. Also, this is definitely for like, no, the GBA took batteries. Yeah. So he's definitely playing Mario Kart Super Circuit, which is my least, actually, I don't know if Mario Kart World or Mario Kart Super Circuit is my least favorite. Me and my girlfriend played Mario Kart World for like maybe a month, and then we just stopped playing it. That game kind of boring. Oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe, 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 whoa. It is so terrible, this fate which has befallen me. How horrible, how dreadful, how ghastly. Oh, woe is me. Oh, hey, Bino. Did you want something? Yeah, apparently that's Bino. Oh, she got it for the Wii remote. She got the batteries for the Wii remote. He's playing Mario Kart Wii. Did you want something? Oh, Peanut, it is terrible, for I have lost the game. Oh, shit, you guys just lost the game. That's another thing, too. Oh, shit, I'm peeking the mic. I'm sorry, guys. This comic takes place in, like, 2008, and you can tell it becomes a little bit more timeless later on. But, like, this whole thing about the game, man, it's kind of, I feel like this was just supposed to be a slice of life thing, and then Rick Griffin got, like, bigger ideas for it, more ambitious. But he was able to make it work. The game, what game? Aha! Now that you know the game, you can never unknow it. For to know of the game is to play the game, and to think of the game is to lose the game. There is never any recourse, never any escape. It will haunt you forever. Forever, do you hear me? Ha 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 ha. Bino's such a dick. Grape, wake up! What the? Am I wearing a sign that says please disturb or something? I would not be surprised, actually. It's important. Bino made me start playing the game. What game? You mean, oh, for the love of... The game is a dumb little social experiment that went horribly awry. You don't have to play it if you don't want to. It just causes excessive grief if you're afraid of some arbitrary title of loss. Why do you think you have to play? The game told me to. I would be more sympathetic, but you interrupted my nap. Man, their hands are massive. They got big old pobs. So what are you worried about? There's nothing keeping you from not playing the game if you want. Yes, there is. I have to. No, that's all metagame. If you let the metagame enforce the rules, then the rule set isn't closed and you can change it however you want. Like D&D. Let's say I make the new game, and the purpose of the new game is so that you can win the game. If you accept all metagame rules as enforceable, you can accept the new game, right? That's interesting. Maybe he was planning this shit out, like specifically bringing up D&D. No? Well, why not? Because that's not how the game is played. So help me if this is any indication of how my day is going to go. Alright, stupids. I want to know why you got Peanut into playing the game. Aw, man. What? Man, that's not cool, just making us all lose like that. Wait, you mean you all are actually playing? Well, duh, what? Did you think we just cheat? If you don't play, that's the same as cheating. Cheating? In what context? I'm not playing the game, so what? You're not? Who said they're not playing the game? Good going, Grape. You knew they were all crazy, yet you tried to reason anyway. Burn the heathen, blasphemer, somebody get a chainsaw. I wonder if I could live off squirrels for the rest of my life, like threaten them to shell nuts for me. Renounce your ways, cheater. Never. Give him the chainsaw. I regret nothing. You guys do know I could have jumped to the garage roof at any time. Also, you're not supposed to stand under the tree after you're done cutting. We figured that out, thank you. Slam. So did it go okay? Aw, Grape, don't be sad. I'm okay with playing the game. It's not you, it's them. They don't understand that forcing yourself to be a conduit of the game is like voluntarily giving up free will. It's like the opposite of Zen, making your life unnecessarily more complicated. Fools, in time this will destroy them. 3 weeks later, hey Bino, what were we not supposed to do in that game? The what? Oh my god. Let's see. I'm trying to see like the plot threads, like the foreshadowing of the stuff that comes later. Forcing yourself to be a conduit of the game is voluntary giving up free will. That kind of foreshadows things as far as like being the avatars for Pete and Dragon. Isn't there anything to do around here? He has Settlers of Catan, Super Mario Galaxy, Mario Kart. He's got a DS. This might actually be a... No, this is not a 3DS. Because it's 2008. Let's see. Full Metal... something. This is Wizards... Does this say Full Metal Alchemist? Okay, I'm just looking at all the stuff. I'm gonna see how many references I can pick up. Oh wow. Man, would you look at them indoor pets? Yeah, I know. They don't even know what it's like to live like a real animal. They're just laying around doing nothing all day. Ha, yeah, nothing. Ha. And then they just stand there till it's night. Oh, is this supposed to be him purring? A Game of Thrones. Oh my god. When did Game of Thrones start? Like the show? Never have free time and chocolate-covered espresso beans in the same room. He's just... She. I gotta remember, Grape is a she. That boy, I was fucking shocked to learn that. Also, I need to... I need to keep my ear to the ground on, like, lore shit. Peanut, is this your drawing you left on the coffee table? Ah, you're not supposed to look at that. Oh, don't get all worked up about it. It's rather nice, really, except the dog's tail is a little long. That's because it's a cat tail. You are sick. What did I do? See, now this is the part where the comic gets a little bit confusing for me. I get that this is leading into the stuff with, like, being a cat lover. But he just drew, like, we never get to see the picture. He just drew a picture of a cat. Like, did he draw a sussy image of a cat with like big bahonkas and like childbearing hips? Was that like, we never see what the picture is? And I get this is a metaphor for like being gay or whatever, or like interracial relationships. Come on, Grape, you can't read that much into a picture, can you? It's rather clear what you were thinking when you drew that cat tail. I think you're overreacting. Believe me, those aren't the kinds of ideas that you should be sharing with other pets. What? I want to see the picture. Like, no way, I'll prove to you there's nothing wrong with it. Sorry, Peanut, but we're gonna have to revoke your good old dogs club membership. That's something else I need to, let's see. The dogs have a club run, Fido, called the Good Old Dogs Club. Let's see. Also, I'm on Rick Griffin Studios page. The HousePets, this website got doxxed. Or like, not doxxed, but like DDoSed last week, so it was impossible to use. And the website also still kind of runs like shit. Forum won't pop up. It's rather what you're thinking when you drew that cat tail. So he probably drew a cat in like a seductive manner, right? I'm gonna assume that's what this is. Sorry, Peanut, but it's in our bylaws. No cat lovers. Also, it's really weird. I'm not a cat lover. I just happen to like certain features of theirs. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. That's crazy. Rex, what do you think? Sounds like a cat lover to me. Fox? Total felinophile. I'm going to pretend I know what that means. Because that's Rex. That's Fox. Fox actually has a huge part to play much later on. Also, I do like the art gets a lot better and the characters get a little bit more defined. Because right now, Fox kind of just looks like, Grape. A little bit. So you'll need to turn in your card, if we had cards. Actually, just don't show up at the clubhouse anymore. But it's just a tail. You wouldn't have complained if it was a whole cat. Pretty sure that would only aggravate the... Oh, wait, so he drew a dog with a cat's tail. Okay, I think that's what's going on here. It's kind of tough. They don't specifically say what's going on. I'm pretty sure that when you aggravate the point, especially since we know you're a cat lover. Cat lover. I'm regretting this less and less. So the whole point about regretting this less and less, see, he's feeling more comfortable in like how he feels about this, right? The only aggravate the point, especially when you're a cat lover. Yeah, I don't know. Drawing a dog with a cat's tail, like, sure, whatever. Peanut, can I have a look at your picture? Joey, you're a cat lover? Oh my god. Well, I guess, but all this controversy is making me feel kind of weird about it. She looks beautiful, Peanut. This is great. Really? It's nice to actually have a compliment on. I want to wear her skin. Oh, shit. His Buffalo Bill. What was that? What was that? Do you even listen to the words coming out of your mouth? Oh, please, Peanut. Don't be like Bino and the others. Or it's Bino and the others. It's just a fantasy. An extremely disturbing one. What prompted you to say that out loud? Well, come on. You're a cat lover too. Haven't you ever, you know, wanted to be a cat? Oh, you meant like role-playing. Right. Sorry, I thought you meant something else entirely. Yeah, role-playing. Speaking of, I have something to show you. Grape, you know that neighbor cat that shows up from time to time with a spot over his left eye? Well, this is going to surprise you. And then he talked about a mouse named Squeak, and he said they were in love and going to move in together. We're pets, we can't even do that. Peanut's alright. Okay, so Joey is strange. That's the kind of reputation that pets that look outside their own species get. It's just a tail or some whiskers now, but the next thing you know, you wake up in a puddle of your own vomit from an anise overdose, screaming, "I am with the pharaohs" at the top of your lungs. But I might have overreacted. It's not your picture was bad. Well, I figured that. I mean, Joey seemed to like it a lot. Well, I don't think it's right to leave any bad blood between us. I'll give it a second chance. Where is it anyway? The garbage disposal. So this is so the squeak thing does come back up later, I believe. This also does kind of foreshadow, so like a big pillar of this comic is like pets getting equal rights with humans, or like these anthropomorphic animals, which are clearly sentient on sort of a similar level to humans, getting the rights to be able to live in society as normal. This comic is like big furry wish fulfillment, which is probably the reason why so many furries are obsessed with this thing, especially like at the end, which I won't get into right now, but like Rick Griffin's just like, yeah, we're just gonna remove the line between animals and humans, and just it's almost a little bit World of Warcraft Shadowlands-y, where he wanted to like remove the dividing line between death and life, so there is no death or life. It's just like one thing. That was a little drastic, but everyone hates me for it, and now it makes me feel strange. Well, if you say you're a cat lover, I'll believe you. If you're not a cat lover, I'll believe you. So I don't hate you for it, and if everyone else takes it the wrong way, I guess it's their problem. But like how you all made fun of the new dog named Tiger, in time they'll come to accept it, crippling emotional problems aside. After all, when I hang out with the guys, I don't have to hide my femininity. You're a girl? This shit, I had the same reaction. I thought Grape was a dude. Same freaking reaction. I was like, what? Oh. This was the first time. This comic is very good at, like, there was many points where I was beginning to read it where I was like, I'm kind of feeling like the comic is losing me a little bit, and then it does something to pull you back in. It's very good at that. It's very good at like setting things up to be like, oh, this is kind of dumb, and then flipping the script on you. Not that I think this is not a specific case of that, but I just mean in general. It flips the script on you and goes, actually, this is the coolest thing ever. It's very good setup and payoff. And the comic does a lot of that. It does a lot of like not explaining things until later, and that can get a little bit like, I don't really know what's going on, or confusing at times, but it does end up explaining things very well. It does a lot of dropping you in the middle of something happening without like explaining it, but then it does explain it, I guess. How could you not know I'm female? We are naked all the time. Whoa, what did she mean by that? Regardless, it's impolite to ask, and you don't even act female. You play video games with me, we talk candidly about all kinds of stuff. When we were doing Shakespeare, you made me play Juliet. That doesn't mean I have to be male. I thought we were dropping our preconceived ideas. Sorry, but you have to admit you're something of a tomboy. Tomcat. That would mean you're a boy. I know what I said. Look, it doesn't even matter that I'm female. I'm still Grape. And to pull a neat little parallel, it doesn't matter if you like cats, but not in that way. You're still Peanut. What matters is that you don't care about what the guys think about it, because you and I both know you're not really a cat lover. Now, come on, stop frying your brain over it, and let's make ourselves some root beer floats. Oh man, a root beer float today would be so good. That would be killer. Put all this crazy cat lover nonsense behind us, and then and this, my little fanalites, this is the moment where I was like, uh-oh. Oh no, man. They fucking got my ass. They put the hooks in me. They've pulled me in. It's like who's the guy, Roadhog or whatever from Overwatch? He has the hook. He throws the hook and he pulls you. That's what this was. I was like, ah, shit. Here we go again. What did I say about... I said something about this. Let me see if I put it in the fannel. Okay, it's not here. Where the frick frack is it? What did I say about this? I just kept saying, Rick, please. At first, I was against Grape X Peanut, but I was like, no! Let's see. Okay, never mind. I guess I didn't make any statement about it. He's in love all of a sudden. Oh, man. You gotta love it. Forget about the pantry. That's all junk. There's food in there. There is. There's food in there. There is. Well, I've never seen any. I heard you need a thing called a can opener, can operator, something like that. Those crazy rumors again. That's too much trouble. Waiting for trash day is too much trouble too, I take it. Hey, I'm hungry. While you're at it, see if there's any cat food. Watch out, Crash. Quick, let's get out of here. Click. These two guys show up pretty consistently. Raccoons, cat. Don't make any sudden moves. We're just here for your trash. Alright, my buddy here is going to take the bag out of the bin and we're going to back out the pet door slowly. Seriously, don't make this any harder than... Broom to your face. Ah! Mom, Dad. That's the other thing, like, they call their owners Mom and Dad. Like, this is taking the idea of, oh, these are my fur babies. Like, oh, my pets are family. They're my children. This takes that to its most logical extreme. Where, in a way, they are, like, adopted children. Great. What was all that racket? I caught some raccoons messing with our garbage. Oh, no, they got inside? Don't worry, I got rid of them and cleaned up, but I'm pretty sure they'll be back. Oh, thank you, Grape. But why do you think that? First of all, the pet doors you installed are plastic flaps. They don't have any, like, locks. We have thumbs, you know. The salesman was either very good or very bad at his job. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do have, like, they only have 4 fingers. Humans have 5 fingers. The animals have 4. But they still have thumbs. Hey, Tiger. How are things going? Still catching cat naps? Playing with yarn? You know it. Just being cat-like, I guess. It's like you and Marvin are 2 birds of a feather there. Or more like 2 cats of a hair. Ha! I never get tired of how you and the other dogs point out that my name is in fact that of a large cat, and that I hang out with a cat. Ha 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 ha. I will kill you. I will kill your whole family. No, Tiger, back down. Does Marvin even show up ever again? I think Tiger shows up like a few times, but the Avengers of Spot, Super Dog. One day at the bank. Stealing all this money is easy. But then, I am Spot the Super Dog. Unhand that money. No, I will stop you by shooting you with this gun. Unbeknownst to the thief, Spot is bulletproof. See, the Dalmatian isn't very smart. I got that. The Adventures of Spot. Spot is the bravest of all the dogs, and is even more powerful than even the human, and is more powerful than even the humans. Nothing is too hard for Spot. He can fly, punch through walls, and breathe fire, and that's only the beginning. Everyone loves Spot. They love him because he rescues children and stops bad guys in their tracks. And all the ladies love Spot too. Especially his girlfriend Stripe, who is a cat. Oh shit. Bro seriously is doing wish fulfillment right now. The good old dogs club is called to order. I was under the assumption we divide everything by 7. Did you catch the game last night? Some game, huh? Some game. I like the old meeting place better, where there was toilet access. Now you made me thirsty. I know it's been 3 weeks since we last had a gathering, but I like everyone to settle down. Then I realized that was extremely stupid and I'm not sure how that started. I thought there was going to be a potluck. Who cares? The only thing anyone ever brings is ice and biscuits. Stop talking about fetch. No, it was frisbee. Just one announcement. My brother Fido just graduated from the police dog academy this afternoon and he'll be back in town around 8 o'clock. Our first order of business, these meetings seem to be getting cut shorter and shorter. Can you see anything? I think they're talking about zoning. Zoning? Yeah, you know, dog stuff. Whose tree is what and when they peed on it. That sort of thing. Max, are you okay? Marvin? I don't think they were talking about zoning. So, Max. When I say I don't like Max, I don't like the fact that Max is such a big role in this comic. He's kind of a nothing character. And him and Peanut... no, him and Grape don't really have chemistry. I don't know. It's just like Max got with Grape because Cat, right? I'm a little bit... The relationships in this comic, like the way that they're handled, are very open. And I get that they're animals, so it, like, there's less of a structure there. But at the same time, I'm like... Well, we'll get to that more when we get to it. Something happened. Something interesting needs to happen around here and fast. Okay, thank you, universe, but that was a rhetorical statement. Oh wow, look at the shading. Whoa, hey, what's going on here? It's like you're setting up a rambunctorium. You know, like a place to be rambunctious. Babylon Gardens. Fido's gonna be back from the academy any minute now. That's Fox. I gotta remember all the characters' names. Bino's brother? So, no, it's Bino. Bino's brother? What are you guys doing? Hiding all your ill-gotten bones? What? No. Can't you see everyone wagging their tails? Well, I know you guys talked about him in glowing terms, but was he really that special? Special? He's the top dog. All the dogs want to be him. Except the lady dogs. They have other intentions. Okay, that makes the I want your poppies sign less confusing. Puppies, Sasha. Puppies is spelled with a U. No, the second letter. This is our exit. Are you excited to be back home? I could use the rest. Hunting squeaky toys and attacking people with thick clothing is tiring work. I bet your brothers will be happy to see you. Joey, yes. Bino is the one Jake owns, right? Is there a problem between you and him? Not per se, but he was kicked out of the academy for being undisciplined. Bino, stop chewing on your uniform, but it smells like mailman. Oh, he's such a dum-dum. I also do like... well, it's not like a thing that I like. It's not a thing that I dislike either, but it's just an interesting thing where the humans... You never really see their eyes. It's almost like a Tom and Jerry kind of thing, which is... This is definitely inspired by... This is definitely Tom and Jerry. The first Tom and Jerry type comic. And then there was his rampant zoning issue. I get the picture. I'm just wondering why Jake never brought it up. Relentless shame? I don't know. He was more than willing to talk about how Bino cries during movies. No, Charlie, don't do it. I assume this is All Dogs Go to Heaven. Dad, every dog in the world cries... Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. At All Dogs Go to Heaven. I figured as much, but I didn't want to say anything preemptively. Hey, Bino, could you help us out here? I think we don't have enough paper ribbons up yet. Hello? Weren't we doing a thing that's important? This is important. This is Fido we're talking about. What about me, huh? I've been trying to get our act together for weeks now, and everyone blows me off at the mere mention of my brother returning. It's like I'm not even here. Aw, don't be silly, Bino. Nobody thinks you're worthless. Thanks. I'm glad somebody still appreciates. You know your brother better than anyone. Do you think he'd go for... That's not what I meant. Oh, man. I want your puppies. Sasha, what a character. Boy, I gotta tell. It's really not like much right now, but like later on, this character gets wacky tobacky. Bino, what are you doing? These dogs and that one cat are all here to see your brother. Don't ruin this for them. Sorry, Sasha. Someone has to put them in their place. Me. I have to put them in their place. Oh, Bino. At least drink something before you start off on another angry rant. Well, thank you, Sasha. That's very sweet of you. Spa. You call this junk toilet water? Where did you get it? It was in this bottle from my dad's dresser. I think it was imported from France. Everybody listen up. Then that means you. And you. Grape, what are you even doing here? I like the taste of dog biscuit, so sue me. I seriously can't believe you guys can get this worked up over Fido. Besides co-found the club, push pet rights, fight ferals, win the last 3 annual pet park games, warded off nearly a dozen burglars, and taught several of your pups how to read and write, what's he ever done for you? What is the point of this anyway? Throwing a coming home party? You guys sit up and beg for every dog that returns from the academy. This is just a blatant political maneuver. He's expecting this welcome. Well now, you guys having a party in the middle of the street? What's the occasion? Fido, look at my sign. Whoa, okay, let's not get too excited, guys. It's Fido. I love you, Fido. Who did your head for, Fido? Hi, I'm Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Sorry, it appears I'm being dragged away by a fan mob. Rain check? Guys, seriously, I don't even need this kind of... Hey, everyone, 3 chairs for Fido. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Guys, would you stop? For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Oh, man. Actually crazy. Guys, seriously, are you all nuts? What did I do to deserve something like this? I joined the academy because helping people is what dogs are supposed to do. I shouldn't be praised for following my nature. I don't mean to snap. You guys are great, but it's been a long day and I just want to go to bed. You guys have fun. Just not on my account, please. Look at him sucking up all the glory like some kind of glory sponge. A glorified glory sponge. Don't you see? He's trying to win you over by playing up the humility angle. Don't buy it. It's just another trick of his. Oh yes, he's playing this from the start. You'll see.'ll all see. You all think I'm crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. I'm the only sane one here. Patang. Why'd they bring a frying pan out here? Oh boy. Bino. Hey Peanut, you missed a great party. Who cares? Stupid, dumb, fat, good old dogs club doesn't let me in anymore. They're stupid and dumb and fat. Oh, I'm sure they'd have invited you for the party. The party was for Fido. Fido's back? Oh yeah, but he couldn't stay, so you missed him. Then I got to hit Bino over the head with a frying pan. Apparently they passed it around and lick old bacon grease off it. I missed all of that? Fox and Rex had to drag him. Okay, Fox and Rex had to drag him. Okay, fine, I'll take you to see. Yay! Turn off the puppy eyes, sheesh. Ugh, did you guys see who hit me? It was great, but don't get mad at her. I was 5 seconds from grabbing the frying pan myself. I had a brick ready. You know, guys, between wandering through the inky star-studded blackness of brain trauma and the sound of my head scraping across asphalt as I came to, I realized something. If you guys care enough to smack me over the head when I go crazy, that's the kind of loyalty I really want. That's awful big of you, Bino. I'm a dog of the people. I should be here for them, not antagonizing them. And as our next stop, Bino with a concussion. What are those guys doing in here? Thanks for dropping me off, Dad. You have fun at your D&D thing. Good night, Fido. He's got the glasses. Sabrina, you know we're not supposed to meet here. We never speak of this again. Click. Oh my god. Who can't even imagine. Can't even imagine what those two are up to right now. Also, she ends up like having a huge part in this comic. Also, he does too, but like later on. Attention, capitalist dog. Who said that? My name is Karl Lenin. I'm not going to try a Russian accent. I can't do it. We are officially protesting our position within the so-called enlightened society you have perpetuated upon the oppressed animals such as we. Mr. Mouse, I don't recall saying anything is enlightened. You can read for yourself my deconstruction of your self-defeating lifestyle in the scathing manifesto. Read and be enlightened. Humans and pets are stupid idiots and you should bite them. My oration far exceeds my writing skills. So this is once again bringing up sort of the equality between pets and humans, or just like equality in general, right? Because they are all sentient beings, silly as they are. The whole comic is centered around like equality, I guess, or like everyone living in this weird harmonious furry and human state. Grape, wake up! What the Christmas? I am sleeping, you lug. Well, not anymore, but you know. There are mice in the house and they're really scary. A contradiction in terms if I ever heard one. What are they doing? Tearing up drywall? Raiding the pantry? Not quite. Do you smell something? Viva la revolution. Oh my gosh. Attention, capitalist cat. I'll have you know that my political views lean towards communal anarchy. Silence. We are of the Free Mouse's Republic. We of the Free Mouse's Republic are hereby claiming this house for the feral mice who forage night and day, and due to the oppressive bourgeoisie thumb, we never attained such a cushioned lifestyle as your own. We only come to claim what is our right: peace, land, and cheese. I thought this was the Mice's Republic. I really prefer peanut butter. Whoa, that's crazy. Also, there's so many mice in this in the sandwich household. How did this happen? Do they not have like exterminators? How do you not notice this? What am I supposed to do then? After we dispose of the humans, you will wear this jingle bell on your collar as to warn of your approach. I have a counter proposal. The Mouse's Republic will not compromise. Whack. Freaking steps on them, throws them up and eats them in one bite. It's a shame. We might have real social progress one day if it weren't for that pesky food chain. Behold now the house cat, the fearsome elect. She's not quite a tiger as one would expect. Yet while they sleep and they dream of their fishes, 'tis fun to cite poems, pondering on o'er their wishes. Their wake time's a hobby, their sleep like a job. All this I learned reading Calvin and Hobbes. Alas, we must end with, just 'cause it's so funny, my imminent mauling when I burp her tummy. Oh. We really need some steeper hills around here. Oh, look at Peanut pulling Grape in the... I know this is a Calvin and Hobbes reference, because he also just referenced it just now, but... It's nice. It's cute. What did you have in mind for today? Science project. This right here is a teleporter. It doesn't have a box for the outside yet, but I thought I'd get the testing underway. What am I supposed to do? Push the button. Zonk. What was that? Sorry, I didn't consider sound effects until just then. See, this is what testing is for. Hey, would either you guys like to go to the zoo today? Yay, not me. Not while they have that dumb leash ordinance. They let mentally deficient children run around and lay their lollipops on the hindquarters of the goats in the petting area. But they can't trust pets, who actually know a thing or two about animal etiquette. Actually, the zoo doesn't support the ordinance. They'll look the other way if you utilize a loophole. What loophole? Well, okay, this feels wrong somehow. If it makes you feel better, we could hold onto each other's leash. No. So this is also something that they're going to utilize going forward. And then I think at a certain point, they just stop doing the leash thing. Why do we always have to visit the cat house first? Because the wolf pen is on the other side of the place, so hush. And you basically cover your eyes in here. It's not like you know anything about big cats. Then I will educate myself. Ha! The Bengal tiger is found in India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Burma. Its habitat varies wildly, including grasslands and various kinds of forests.
In the wild, males often range from 200 to 230 unknowable metric units. Unknowable metric units, with females reaching approximately 140. You know, it is very annoying that people read those things out loud when I'm standing right here. Hey, Shardul, did you know that every year... Yes, I know that. It's interesting, too, that some of these animals are also in zoos. Like, are they dangerous? Like, it'd be like a prison, unless they want to be there. Which I can't imagine they wouldn't be. Hey, Tarmac, Gamut. Also, they got some weird names for the animals in this, like... there's, like, one called... I can't remember, like, Trash or something. Hey, Peanut. How are my favorite river otters? Couldn't be better. In fact, they just brought in a female last week. I don't know what this says. We think she's supposed to be in the other pen. G'day, mates. What are grouse blokes like you doing in Oz couple of clicks out your way, innit? You two seem like a fair dinkum. We're stoked having you here, right? Maybe later this arvo, we could have a grog and throw a few shrimp on the barbie. If you're looking for a rage, you should have been here last night. This place was going off till we were all grinning like shot foxes. Guys, it's okay. We're regulars. Oh, thank goodness. Every single word feels like throwing up. Shrimp on the Barbie, we're herbivores. And we're at the wolf pen. Yay! Keep it down. We've been entertaining all morning. I can wait. It's like my life, but from the outside. Grumble. Hey, Grape. If the dolphins are underwater, how can I... Wait, hey, Grape. If the dolphins are underwater, how come I can hear them? That's because dolphins communicate through telepathy. Wow. Yeah, amazing, except that doesn't translate to intelligence. Come on, let's go somewhere else. Fish, 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 fish. Usurp the human leaders. So long and thanks for all the fish, right? Say, did you want to go to the ape house? Absolutely not. It's the worst smelling place imaginable, and they're always doing the same thing. 2001 reference. I don't even get that part of the movie. Like, we're supposed to believe that apes and humans share a common ancestor? What do they even have in common? The ears, maybe? They can't fool me. Humans don't have thumbs on their feet, I think. Aviary, no eating, $2,500 fine per incident, plus restitution. I can read the sign. Why can't I go in? Administration ordered it, miss. The birds were threatening to unionize. Oh my god. I got a marble, I got a piece of flint, I got a bone, I got a chocolate. Oh no, Peanut! Don't eat that, it's bad. Gonna die. Hey, Silverbolt, how have things been? Terrible, the new guy will just not let up. I've been on... Hold on, my TV's been getting snowy. Here, hold this... I'm trying to figure out which port is for the Java plugin. I think this is the guy that's like the fox that's important later on. Like Car Shack or something. Ooh, the reptile house. Only marginally above the insects in level of interest. Hey, I heard that, bub. Well, what are you going to do? You're tiny and stuck behind glass and don't even have any thumbs. You underestimate my cunning. I underestimate your face. If you're so smart, proof it. 30 seconds later. Grape, help. Am I going to have to do this every time we come here? I don't... How does this happen? This is great. I love this gag. This is like Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, dude. How did he get tricked, man? Alright, guys. It's getting late. We'd better get on home. Aw, but Dad... We've barely seen all our friends, and we just kind of rushed to the jungle house, and what about all the bovids? Or the bears? I didn't even get to say hi. Then you're going to have to partition your time better. But we barely had any time to do what we did do. Like the multi-species Scrabble tournament. Hey, it's very hard to get 3 dozen zookeepers to look the other way with our meager allowance. So they have money. Now, Tiger, I'm sure you didn't mean to eat the pizza before dinner. Pizzas, sorry. Wait here by this conveniently placed table and I'll go explain it to Jerry. I don't mean to eat so much. I just eat when I'm depressed, which is like all the time. At least you understand me, Poom. Isn't that right? Uh-oh. This is menacing. Hey, Dad, Grape, I'm in the shower. Yeesh, Dad, I just need to get a tissue. I'm a pet. It's not like I care whether you're covering your weird furless body. Well, get your tissue and close the door behind you. Great. Ha, I knew humans didn't have thumbs in their feet. Get out. I never really looked. Out. This one threw me for a loop, chat. So, the pets are seen as kids, right? But also they're not. They're not seen as equal as humans, but they are kind of seen like that. They're kind of treated that way. Grape basically walking in on a fully grown naked man when they're basically supposed to be their kids, because they refer to them as mom and dad. I don't know. I know that this is supposed to be innocent, but in my brainstem, I'm like, you have raised so many things about the world building here that this is like, you know, at a certain point the humans play like less and less of a part in the comic. So tell me, are we in item again or not? I guess I'm over being flushed for your brother. It's just what are you thinking about? Praying mantises, what's their transmitting range and how do they broadcast back to the mothership with such a tiny unit? See, when I asked that, I was hoping you were thinking about something relevant. Why? What were you talking about? I get his frustration, but he should have just played along with it. He should have just played along with their funny little anecdote. Hey, Grape. Hey, Grape. I have a thing to show you. I won't say anything because it doesn't help, and you're not going to stop till I get up anyway. Hooray, it's snowing just like it did last year. Can I go back to the couch now? No, it's out in the forest. Come on, get your scarf. The forest, huh? What is it? Did you find a particularly interesting tree? Now, come on, I wouldn't interrupt your nap for something as silly as that. You didn't think it was silly yesterday when you interrupted my nap for that exact thing. Really, was that yesterday? Huh, time flies. Is it just me or did it become unseasonably warm the moment we stepped into this grove? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is all about, right? Because like it was snowing hard seconds ago. Come on this way. Well, this is pretty nice. I don't think I've seen this grove before. I could come down here for some really awesome naps. Wait, a waterfall cascading into a serene pond? Peanut, what's the deal with this? I'm gonna call him Pete. I already told you my name is, can't pronounce it. Oh, well, okay then. So this is the introduction of Pete. Little did I know, chat. Also, Pete gets a major... I don't know, Pete kind of changes design. And I think it's intentional. I think Pete's intentionally changing his design, but it could also just be like, this is early art. What the? This isn't even possible. Griffins don't exist. There's a simple explanation. How did you get here? Well, Peanut took us down the old path and past the river bend until we were clear in Brigham County. And we took a left turn at an old oak tree with gnarled branches and a shack with a crazy old man who only spoke in limericks. Then we passed under a rock outcropping that was shaped like a fist until we found a hole that was barely big enough for either of us to squeeze into, wherein were etchings on the wall as though it were an old tome, which Peanut translated and read aloud. And you know, up until now I thought he was just pulling my leash about that. I took Acadian by correspondence. I thought you knew. This is amazing. Nobody's ever met a real-life griffin before. I mean, there's so many questions to ask. Like, how do you fly if you're so large? Or without tail feathers? Do dragons exist? Or chimeras? Or unicorns? Do you eat like birds or like lions? And if like birds, where do you get that much seed or insects? And if like lions, how do you tear meat without any teeth? Are there other Are there other kinds of griffins, like with tiger backsides or bald eagle front sides, or is it all only generic birds and big cats? Are all mythical animals completely enormous? One at a time. What do you wish to ask first? Can we ride you? He's freaking got him. He knows he's got him. He's got him by the leash. This is amazing, Pete. I wish this would never end. Unfortunately, Grape, we all have to wake up sometime. God, it was a cop-out. I mean, a dream. And this is the part where I pull out some implement from the dream, and then we're all like, or is it? And he pulls out the feather. This is like... This is what I'm talking about when I say that this comic... I've talked about it with a friend, but this comic is very disarming. Because we've spent the entire build-up, like, all this comic has been fun and fancy-free, kind of wacky adventures, and you see this part of the comic and you're like, oh, this is just like a gag, right? And they're gonna move past it, and it's just like a funny thing. It's like, oh, you subverted your expectations, the joke. But then it actually ends up being something, and it's like this long plan that Pete's come up with. Even the like, oh, it's time for you to wake up, and then the snap, and then they wake up. It's good. Like, it disarms you because you don't think this is going to be anything. And it turns out this is one of the most important things in the comic. And you don't even realize it. And it's so good. Guys, if you have not read this comic, please go give it a chance. I am telling you, I was put off by it because people are sycophantic about this comic, and I saw the art and I was like, whatever, who cares, you know. But man, when it gets good, it gets good. Anyway, I think we're gonna leave it there. I have to write this down though. You know, this is spoilers, by the way. Pete traveling symbols to both Pete and Dre as the world. Find it. She appears in Grape's dream, which is the only way he can communicate. Dreams are the only way he can communicate, and he has chosen Grape Jelly as his avatar. It's so good. And then they just move on from it, and then it's so good, chat. I can't even. Where is this shit? Where? Oh, here it is. Sorry, I'm yawning. What is this? Anyway, thank you guys for showing up to this HousePets stream. Yeah, big change is coming. There might be a content drought. The content might not be as consistent, but I hope that it will be more interesting. And yeah. Alright, see you guys later.